afternoon, Pokésports. Welcome to another VGC Battle Stadium Regulation D video, bringing you a HISUIAN Braviary team. Now, this HISUIAN Braviary was created by Bruno, who does have a YouTube channel, does post some VGC content. Make sure to send him some Pokésports love. Down below in the description is where the link to that lies. Yeah, it's a HISUIAN Braviary team. I'm going to take a little bit of credit for this because I'm pretty sure that the reason that there isn't a lot of HISUIAN Braviary teams on YouTube is because it's not that great of a Pokemon, and I did kind of say, hey Bruno, if you use a HISUIAN Braviary team, I'll probably play it on the channel. Or if you make a HISUIAN Braviary team, I'll probably play it on the channel. So here we have it. We have a HISUIAN Braviary team with Tinted LEDs and choice specs. I actually like this a lot. Now, a lot of people, when they see HISUIAN Braviary, they're like, okay, I'm just gonna go Sheer Force, I'm gonna Life Orb, I'm gonna do some damage, yada yada yada. But the thing is, Braviary doesn't have too many moves that have secondary effects. I know I'm currently carrying Air Slash, which has a secondary effect, but for the most part, it doesn't have too many moves that have secondary effects. So the cool thing that Tinted Lens does is that it increases the consistency of your damage, especially when you're locking onto things like choice specs, right? Because what Tinted Lens ends up doing is eliminating not very effective moves and making them all neutral. So I can go for Dazzling Gleam onto a fire type and it'll still do neutral amount of damage, which, hey, I'll take that. That's not bad, especially when I'm locking into something with HISUIAN Braviary. Not to mention, HISUIAN Braviary does still do a decent amount of damage. Isn't the greatest Trick Room bomb, but definitely does perform the best in Trick Room. And here we have a hard Trick Room team. We have things like Oranguru with Instruct to just increase that damage a little bit further. We have things like Chi-Yu with Room Service so that I could still use the Chi-Yu in a Trick Room and also allow the Braviary to do that much more special attack damage. And next to the Chi-Yu, we have Giraffe just to stop priority moves and also just being a secondary setter. We have the Gastrodon to stop Urshifu Water, and also stop some iron bundles here with the Fire Tera. And then we have Iron Hands to do Iron Hands things. So, if you guys are excited to see HISUIAN Braviary on the channel, go ahead, hit the like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. All right, that said, let's get on through today's video. Spiritomb Dunsparce. Oh, this is a hard Trick Room team. Even has the Armourouge and the Indeedee here. Okay, listen, it's Trick Room v Trick Room. I'll play this game. I will absolutely play this game. Now, question is, how do I even bother preventing them, or do I just accept that Trick Room is happening and deal with it? I might just accept it. Because at this point, they have so many ways to set it. They have Indeedee, they have Spiritomb, they have Mimikyu, they even have Armourouge as another potential setter. Their name is called Try Again, so God only knows what that means. What can I do against it? Can I prosper in Trick Room? I mean, I do have some Hyper Voice spam that I can do here with Reginald, the fur giraffe. Problem is, they don't really have too much priority on their side of the field, so I'm kind of considering just not bringing Reginald at all. What if we just do Freedom, the HISUIAN Braviary, bring it out on the field right away? And we'll just bring out Chi-Yu on the field right away. We'll put a lot of pressure on my opponent's side of the field while they're trying to set Trick Room up. And hopefully we'll prevent them from setting it up. I just honestly don't even have to bring Tommy the Oranguru. I don't need the setter. It's not necessary. So let's just bring Slug and let's bring Wrong Hands in the back. And hopefully the stars will align and we'll take a dub here with HISUIAN Braviary. Now the thing with this HISUIAN Braviary that's kind of interesting is that it's not actually Sheer Force Life Orb, it's Tinted Lens with choice specs. Which is a little bit interesting because the thing with that is there's no not very effective moves. All not very effective moves get bumped up to at least be neutral. So that's cool. I like that. I like the fact that that kind of does help a lot when it comes to HISUIAN Braviary damage. And not too many people recognize that. Alright, they go Mimikyu and Dunsparce here. I got options, man. I got a lot of options, actually. In fact, what's stopping me from locking onto Psyshock right now? Do they have any dark types? Only Spiritomb, but honestly, if they didn't lead with Spiritomb, I don't think they're bringing Spiritomb. I'm at the point where I just want to... Oh, I'm Bug Tera. That's fancy. I just want to go hard on the Dunsparce while simultaneously going for the Heat Wave here. I think I'm going to double up into this Dunsparce. The thing is that their Trick Room side is a lot slower than my Trick Room side. That's the one thing that I'm a little concerned with, but hopefully we can deal with that. Oh, the normal Tera Boom Bursting me. Okay. Not great, but I should outspeed with both my guys, right? Yeah, Heat Wave definitely does. Great damage onto the Dunsparce. Next to the Chiyu, I will definitely have enough damage here to knock out the Dunsparce with the Psyshock and the Choice Specs. Oh, red card. That's not what I expected. And I don't get to choose what I go into either. Gastrodon, I guess you're on the field now, buddy. Oh, unfortunately, they outspeed. They do go for the Boom Burst. Does HISUIAN Braviary take one? I take one. I took it. I'm here. Gastrodon eats a berry. We're fine. But that's good to know that HISUIAN Braviary actually does outspeed if the Trick Room does get set up. Which I'm assuming it does. What was that? Throat Spray? Yeah. Yeah, there's a Psyshock. They're definitely going for Trick Room this turn. And even without the Chi on the field, we're going to finish off the Dunsparce. That's their Tera gone. Fine. Listen, I'll take your Tera away from you. I still have mine to use. And now that the Mimikyu's going for Trick Room, it's like the slowest thing on the field, I believe. God, I love HISUIAN Braviary shiny. It's such a good shiny. It's sad that it couldn't be on a better Pokemon. Anyway, Amoonguss entering the field. I can Psyshock that one. The issue is Amoonguss can go. I do have a Grass Tera Iron Hands. That's going to be really useful later. Amoonguss will outspeed in Trick Room. For sure. And we'll probably be going for my Braviary right now. If it does, it does. I'm just going to worry about dealing damage to their side of the field. I'm going to double up on this Amoonguss spot. Just to chip it a little bit. Thankfully, my Gastrodon does outspeed their Amoonguss. No freeze. They do go for the Spore, but they go for the Spore on the Gastro. Big mistake, man. You're allowing me to hit you with the Psychic move. Oh, no, Psyshock. Maybe predicting me to protect. Who knows? But Amoonguss is gone now. Listen, we're chipping their team little by little with this Braviary. Don't mind that at all. Shadow Claw now. Oh, okay. Well, that's why. That's why they didn't go for the Spore there. They were just playing on eliminating my Braviary from the game. But hey, Spear Tears worked in my favor. Braviary is gone. And you know what? Chiyu has room service. They did bring Spirit Tomb. Wow. So that means they got no damage left to win this game, I don't think. We got Chiyu the Gourmet Goldfish. Gonna set up Beads of Ruin. Gonna go for the room service negative speed drop here. And I am now a Trick Room Pokemon. Congratulations, everyone. Let's go for the Heat Wave. Let's go for the Muddy Water. We have no reason not to just double up. Gastrodon is unfortunately still asleep. No big deal. I think that was my mandatory sleep turn anyway. Oh, they have Snarl and they underspeed me. Wow, okay. That is problematic. I might have to switch into Iron Hands if that's the case. Because my damage probably just got reduced a lot here. This Heat Wave is going to do absolutely nothing. Honestly, still sizable chunk to the Mimikyu. They do go for the Play Rough, though. That Play Rough makes it so that I'm not too comfortable just going into Iron Hands. We'll see. It kind of... I'm kind of open to staying in, though. Because the thing is, I do have Bug Terra Terra Blast. And I could just be a bug. And do physical damage to my Chiyu if my Snarls do go down low enough, right? Because the way that Terra Blast works is that Terra Blast does the damage on whichever is highest. So if they Snarl me enough times where my special attack is lower than my physical attack, I'll end up going for the physical attack here. And get the most out of this. So screw it, let's do it. Gastrodon's still asleep, unfortunately. They do go for a second Snarl. We'll see if that changes my Terra Blast. I'm actually curious to see what my special attack is at. A -2 drop is a big difference. Terra Blast. This is neutral. Hey, I'll take it. I probably should have finished off the... Oh, we living, baby. 5 HP left. We're not living with a lot, but we're living. Again, it all comes down to the fact that my opponent just has, like, one more turn of Trick Room left. Okay. I could protect, and I could really bank on a Wake here and go for the Recover. So my Gastro is -2. I want to try to keep it on the field as long as I can. Or they go for the Shadow Snake. It might warrant a hard swap into the Iron Hands now. That's 3 turns of sleep, my guy. Oh my goodness. They hex me there too. That's rough. That's annoying. Okay. Not a fun time, I'll be honest. Especially with the Spiritomb. I could lose this. Like, there is a lose condition that is still available. Granted, I do have an Iron Hands with an Assault Vest left. I got a whole set of hands. My only play here is to go for this double protect. And then heavy slam onto the Mimi. I don't get the double, unfortunately. I might just lose my Chiyu this turn. It's no big deal, though. We'll just let it go down. Chiyu did its job, I guess. I mean, the Heat Wave did do damage. The Heat Wave did damage. The Bug Tera didn't really work out for me that well, but hey, it's there. Unfortunately, they go for the Will-O-Wisp, but they miss, baby. Beautiful. And I think I just stopped the Trick Room here by knocking this Mimikyu. The only unfortunate thing is they outspeed me. I do have Volt Switch. Like, I have options that aren't physical. But the physical part is still a lot better. Do I just settle for Volt Switch then? Man, I guess if I'm getting burnt, yeah, I guess I might as well go for Volt Switch here, right? I just have to hope that I can out damage their lefties recovery because they're constantly healing every single turn here. They might not have Protect though. They have Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Trick Room. What else did they do? Will-O-Wisp, Hex, Trick Room. Oh, they might have Protect. Hopefully they don't though. I'm so sad that I actually don't outspeed this thing right now. All right, there's the Hex. Thankfully, they're not protecting. I eat that up thanks to the Assault Vest, though. We spam Volt Switches, baby. The world's slowest battle is about to commence. They have no reason to Trick Room, so that's at least one move slot that they can't even use. But listen, this burn is ticking. This burn sure is ticking. They have Calm Mind too. Now what do I do? Now I have to go for Heavy Slams. That's their last move is Calm Mind. Heavy Slam might be enough still. They can't Protect. They don't have it. I'm just wondering how many Calm Minds makes it not optimal anymore. Too much math for my small brain. Let me go for the Heavy Slam. I'm a heavy guy. Okay, good. They went for another Calm Mind and not a Hex. Problem is their next Hex is going to hurt a lot. Heavy Slam, be enough. They're at red. They're in the red. I'm burnt. It's not enough, but I think it's optimal. This lefty's recovery is actually annoying, though. Holy. I'm not in the yellow yet. Not there yet. Heavy Slam again. They do go for the Hex. How much are we doing? 122 to 25? Please, Heavy Slam. Yes! Taking the game, but honestly, you defeated Try Again. Honestly, a difficult battle. I would not like to try again. I didn't even expect it to be that hard, so GG's, man. Wow. Ursaluna Cress. But not on a hard Trick Room team. We have Golden Go, Iron Bundle, even Regidrago next to a Tornadus. A lot of scary things for us, I'm not gonna lie. I do have Fairy Tera here on Farigiraf. That might be my play against this team. At least to start the day. Or to start the battle. What if we just go Reginald and Wrong Hands here? We'll bring Freedom in the back. And we could pin that bundle by going Fire Tera with the Slug. And honestly, Slug does hit a lot of things on this team. Also pins the bundle, right? If the bundle can't go for water moves, can't go for Freeze Dry, I'm in a great spot. I can win that bundle matchup 1v1. My biggest concern is that Regidrago and this Ursaluna. Because both those Pokemon can just sit here and one-shot my whole team. I also have no idea how I'm going to get rid of this Cresselia. I might just end up leaving it on the field for the whole game. Or maybe just kill it through osmosis with Hisuian Braviary going for spread moves. Like, I'm at that point where I'm not too sure what to do against it. Because I'm leaving my Chiyu behind. And in all honesty, Chiyu is one of the best ways to deal with it. But I won't have the opportunity. No big deal. Again, if we could stop their Trick Room. Or if we could set it up. It just depends on what their lead is. I'm assuming they're going to go Ursaluna and Crest since I'm a Trick Room team. No. Okay. I'm in a decent spot, though. I'd like to think. Because what I can do is I could set Trick Room. And I can just fake out the Regidrago. There's no point in faking out the Tornadus because every Tornadus carries Clover Cloak at the current moment. There might be an issue with a taunt. No, there won't be, because if it's a Prankster taunt, you can't go for Prankster taunt on my side of the field because of Armor Tail. So honestly, that's very convenient for me. Not bad, I like that. And then next turn, I can even decide to go for a Fairy Tera if I want, just to make sure the Regidrago can't do any damage to my side of the field. And figure it out from there. Honestly, my opponent led with the worst lead against my team, I think. They go for a Bleak Wind Storm. It's going to miss the Farigiraf, going to hit the Iron Hands. Please give me a speed drop. No speed drop. But Trick Room's up. Nice. Very, very good. I do not complain at all. I can go for the Fairy Tera Dazzling Gleam now. And I might take this opportunity to Volt Switch out on the Tornado spot. Just try to get a better Pokemon on the field right now. Or a Pokemon that can deal with this lead a lot more than Iron Hands can. It's not that Iron Hands is bad in this situation. It's mostly because I just want to get the Braviary on the field. Take advantage of this Trick Room. Go for the spread moves here. All right, let's Volt Switch. Decent amount of damage on to the Torn. This Fairy Tera Life Orb Dazzling Gleam will also make sure to hurt their side of the field a lot as well. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to save Tera for Gastrodon. Oh, well. They didn't bring Bundle yet. And even if Bundle comes out now, I'll have the speed control. Big Dazzling Gleam. Let's see it. Life Orb boosted Dazzling Gleam. It's just to get rid of the Regidrago, and it does. Nice. That's why I Fairy Tera'd, man. Getting rid of that Regidrago. If I'm going to let that Regidrago hit me, I might be in a world of pain. You can't let the Regidrago touch you. They go for another Bleak Wind Storm. Gonna miss the Braviary. Okay. It's gonna hit the Farigiraf this time. Speed drop, please. Thank you. I mean, it ends up helping me if I'm a Trick Room team. But I guess that's just their only form of damage output, especially since they can't go for any Prankster Taunt or any Prankster anything. I guess they could Tailwind, but it doesn't really help them too much right now. I'm feeling good. This might be a double Dazzling Gleam turn. I think at least. Kind of depends on what they decide to bring. One of my two Dazzling Gleams will at least knock out their Tornadus. The bear. Oh. I guess I can double Gleam, and I can lock on a Hyper Voice. I like Hyper Voice here. I'm not so sure I outspeed the bear, though. I'll go for it. I gotta go for the double spread moves because I do want the Torn to go down this turn. They protect bear, fair enough. All these Pokemon are on the field right now have very awkward speed tiers, except for the Tornadus. Like, I, in all honesty, don't know who outspeeds who, but I believe the bear is the fastest in Trick Room on the field. Because HISUIAN Braviary is kind of in that 60-ish speed tier. Same thing with Farigiraf. I believe the bear is 50s. So depending on how they're trained, the bear might take something down with it. All right, Flame Orb's gonna pop. Who's their final Mon? It's the Crest. Okay. Don't love it. Okay, I have options, thankfully. It's a 2v4, and all my Pokemon are very healthy. I'm not in the worst spot. Okay, thankfully Farigiraf does outspeed the bear. I will get some chip damage. And if the bear decides to attack the Farigiraf spot, that's great for me. Nah, they go for the bird. The bird's not going to live that. Ain't a bird in the world that can live that. Do they untrigger my Trick Room? Arguably worse. Arguably worse for me. Huh. I could go back into hands, which does just like bait the bear into going for protect here, because it doesn't want to get drain punched. Final turn Trick Room, unfortunately. Let me go for another Gleam. And let me go for the Volt Switch. Yep, I did bait him to go for another Protect, which is nice enough. Secondary Gleam. It's going to do absolutely no damage to the Cresselia. But at the very least, I'll preserve my Fake Out for later. I don't have to use it right now. I get the Cresselia below half HP as well. I could very well still lose this game. That's not a good thing, obviously. Did they terrestrialize? Don't exactly remember, unfortunately. They just go for a Lunar Blessing. Eh, smart. It's a good play. It's gonna get the bear a lot healthier as well. If I can get Trick 'em up again, that'd be ideal. We'll see if they let me, though. If not, I'm relying on Muddy Water and accuracy drops at this point. They are going to terrestrialize something. I wonder what. It's going to be the bear. It's going to normal Tera. The only reason that it would have to normal Tera against me would be to attack the Gastrodon spot, right? Which I guess I could have protected. Second Calm Mind. I might be able to get Trick Room back up. Oh, they go for EQ. Never mind. I wonder why they would normal Tera that then. It crits my Gastro? Are you kidding? Ah. I don't know, man. I think my Gastro could have taken an EQ. I'm absolutely sure my Gastro could have taken an EQ. Not that it would have made the huge difference for this game, right? My opponent really is like comeback wonder here with this bear, man. The Moon having a serious showcase. There isn't much that I can do. Yikes. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do now. I'm just going to Drain Punch. Doesn't matter. They protect. I honestly didn't think they needed to protect there. They could have just double attacked me. I would have been in a world of pain. So they just go for the +2 Moonblast. Fair enough. Hey, maybe I can crit this Drain Punch. Who knows, right? I highly doubt it, though. I'm pretty sure I lost this one. If I can outspeed this bear and if I can crit this Drain Punch, maybe. Otherwise, that's a hard GG. Oh, that crit was so unlucky. There's the second Moonblast. We live at 33. They Facade, GG. They outspeed me outside of Trick Room. Ah! I got bared, man. What can I say? I got bared. Let the better Trick Room team win, I guess. Taking home a loss in today's episode. But we still have one more battle later on. So hopefully this last battle can yield us a victory. GG's, man. We got some funny looking mons here. We have a Mudsdale, a Raichu. Actually, Raichu is a little bit annoying for Iron Hands when it comes to pivoting. We have an Iron Moth, Fluttermane, Water Urshifu, presumably? Could be Dark. And also the Screaming Tail. I like Tommy the Oranguru here. I think getting Trick Room up against my opponent is the way to play. The Mudsdale does kind of slow me down a little bit. It's actually interesting that they're deciding to use Mudsdale and not Ursaluna, because isn't Ursaluna just like Mudsdale, but better? But hey, I'm using a HISUIan Braviary, so I guess fair is fair. I think against their team, what I want to do, I might want to bring the Slug in the back just in case it is a Water Urshifu, just to put some pressure on them. What I'll do is I'll go Oranguru and I'll go Freedom right away. We'll bring the Slug in the back and then we'll finish off the lineup here with the Chi-Yu. We got a bunch of special attackers on our side of the field. We have a Chi-Yu next to them to just do that much more damage to their side of the field. And I think against Iron Moth, Gastrodon is the play as well. All right, Tinkaton player. What you got? What you got for the Braviary? Can Braviary have a little bit more of a showcase here at the end of today's video? And it's a Dark Ursh. Unfortunate. Incredibly unfortunate. This Ursh can literally close its eyes and pick one. I would much rather get Trick Room up. So I will Grass Terra Trick Room. And I'm going to Gleam. In case they don't choose the Braviary spot. In case they don't choose the Braviary spot, I get the free Gleam. I'll take that Gleam. But what this looks like, what this feels like, is a Howl situation with a critting Wicked Blow situation. So I guess we'll see if that happens. I was wrong. I don't mind that. Fine. They do Wicked Blow the Oranguru. We do live it. All right. Best case scenario just happened. I'll take that. I'll run with it. Thank you very much for using Stealth Rock. Don't get me wrong. Entry hazards in VGC have been picking up lately. Like a lot more. And it does kind of make me think twice about switching out this bird right now as well. And then just having to commit to that much damage being dealt to me. But I might be forced to here. I can Encore that Stealth Rocks though. See if we can get a nice switch out into this Gastro. Gastro shouldn't be able to shouldn't take too much damage from a Stealth Rock swap in. And also shouldn't take too much damage from anything that the Iron Moth wants to throw at me. Now my opponent also does have a Terastallization still to consider. The Gorgeous Royal is really cool. And there's that Stealth Rock damage. Here's this Encore. You can keep going for Stealth Rocks if you want, Screamtail. I honestly think it's a really cool move. You should show it to me more times. Thank you. Sludge Wave. Oh, into the Screamtail. Big damage. It's going to knock out my Oranguru, but not going to do enough damage to my Gastrodon to be meaningful. All right, cool. This means I get to have the Braviary back on the field. And I get to switch to a better move to use. Like maybe Hyper Voice even. Hyper Voice is at the very least neutral on both these friends. Yeah, nice Stealth Rock. They're also forced to swap out that spot, so I should really consider what their options are. We'll take a look at their team again. If I remember correctly, their team was just very straightforward and then had a Mudsdale on it. They do have a Ghost type. That being Fluttermane. Maybe I want to lock on a Psyshock instead. I did get rid of their only Dark type. Yeah, let's Psyshock instead. We'll Psyshock and we'll go for the Muddy Water. There's no way they stay in on that side spot. Holy dang, they're staying in on that side spot. I highly disagree with that play. But they are going for the Water Tera here. Okay. Listen, I don't know too many things about Iron Moth, but what I do know is that Iron Moth doesn't have a lot of defense. So although this Muddy Water is going to do absolutely nothing to Iron Moth, the Psyshock should still do something. Hey, I'll take the Accuracy Drop as well. Oh, it does live, though. It fires off an Energy Ball. Okay, well, there goes Gastrodon. Hold up. I could still lose. I have not won this yet. And for some reason, my opponent just loves that Stealth Rock. They have another Pokemon in the back, right? They have to. I guess it just doesn't benefit them to swap into it right now. Take some more chip damage here with the Chi-Yu, unfortunately. How many turns of Trick Room do I have left? I should have 2, right? Yeah, 2 turns of Trick Room left. I should get a double KO here, no matter what I do. I'm going to go for the Psyshock on to the... Actually, yeah. Why do I have to take a chance and go for the Heat Wave? I'm going to go for the Psyshock. Onto the Screamtail, just in case they swap into anything else. And then I'll go for the Dark Pulse here on the Iron Moth. They're not swapping, man. I'm so surprised they're not swapping their Pokemon. Because now they're stuck on the field with the Encore. For at least one more turn of Trick Room. Does the Psyshock just pick it up? Okay, cool. That's why. Nice. All right. Only one Pokemon they have left. Only one Trick Room I have left. And hey, I'll take those odds. Only one turn of Trick Room I have left. And it's Fluttermane. Please be Specs. Nope. It can Protect. Listen, that's not great. That is not great at all. Well, we're going to double into it and hope it doesn't have protect. But if it's booster, it probably has protect. Oh, okay. Listen, you do you, GG. Oh, that is great for me, honestly. Because if that went for protect, it could have closed its eyes and probably picked off my 2 Pokemon. Eventually, right? That was a scary one. That was definitely a scary one. But we're taking another dub in today's episode. I want to do another one. I don't know why I want to do another one, but I have a feeling like this last one's going to be a good one. Let's see. Up against Tony, rocking the double weather. Kind of a Trick Room team, kind of not a Trick Room team. It's definitely interesting. I'm not loving the Trick Room aspect. In fact, I might not want to go into Trick Room. I might just want to face them without Trick Room and then just hope for the best. That might be my win condition, honestly. I don't hate the Slug here, though. In fact, I think like Fire Tera Slug will do some wonders in today's battle. What if I go Fire Tera Slug right away? Bring Chiyu and Fire Tera Slug. We'll bring our Braviary in the back. They don't really have priority on their side of the field, so I don't need Reginald. I might just have Oranguru in the far back. Bring all of my special attackers at once, just in case I need to get the Trick Room up. I'll have that option. But honestly, looking at their team, I don't think I want to get Trick Room up. I might be in a world of pain if I allow Trick Room to be up right now. The problem is they have... My Pokemon are the middle speed tier. They have slow mons below me and they have fast mons above me. So I'm just kind of screwed either way when it comes to speed tiers. I have to just outmaneuver and outplay them. Oranguru and Didi, okay, cool. They led with absolutely no damage. I'll take these odds for sure, and I will run with them. If I had Nasty Plot, I would click Nasty Plot, but I don't have Nasty Plot, so. Instead, what I'll do is I'll click Muddy Water. I could go for like Tera Bug, but I'm going to hold my Tera and just go for the Heat Wave. I'm just going to try to do damage. Go for the double spread moves, go for the damage, waste their Ndidi's time here. And I'm going to miss. Okay, at least I got the damage on the Oranguru. And Muddy Water does connect as well. Not going to be enough damage to knock out the Oranguru. I am going to get an accuracy drop here. They're still stuck with no damage on the field. Which, again, I will take. And even if they set Trick Room up here, my 2 Pokemon are currently still faster than their 2 mons. So I'll take that, right? I don't hate this. Thanks to the room service and thanks to Gastrodon being Gastrodon, I'm still in a not bad position. So let's just go for the Muddy Water again. Let's go for the Heat Wave again. Let's not waste any time here. Thank God I didn't go for the Bug Terror too. All right, they're protecting with the Oranguru because they definitely want to get the Torkoal in. That's what that means. They want to get that Torkoal in really badly. Hey, if they do, so be it, right? Indeed, he's going to avoid. Oh my goodness, man. Their side of the field is just avoiding things left and right. But honestly, oh, if that Indeedee stayed alive, that might have been pretty beneficial for me. It would have been another turn that I get to knock out the Oranguru, which means they can't eruption spam me. All right, they are sending out Torkoal, but here's the thing. If I fire Tera right now and I hard swap out my Chiyu. Oh, I don't have Earth Power. You're kidding me. Oh, the one time I really want Earth Power, I don't have it. Yeah, I could just sack off my Oranguru, right? Like, what is my Oranguru doing here? My goal is to get some damage off on this Torkoal. The Torkoal will get one hit off on me, but as long as I get some damage off on it so that the second eruption doesn't hurt too bad, I might be in a pretty nice spot. All right, Torkoal is also going to Terrasilize. It's going to be the Fire Tera. They're going for Pain Man, and I'm going to feel it. I am going to feel it. And then there's my Terrasilization. Double Fire Teras. Their Fire Tera goes off first, but that's kind of normal. Torkoal is one of the slowest Pokemon of the game. For very good reason. It's really good. But hey, we sack off the monkey. It's fine. There's their first eruption. They will get a second one. Oh my goodness. Gastro. It crits my Oranguru. That's already sad. Did that crit Gastro too? Because that was a big pain. That was some really big pain. Thankfully, I have Citrus to save me a little bit, but yikes. I gotta do some big damage here with the Muddy Water to have any chance. Does connect, thankfully. Decent damage. The second eruption will... Yes, and accuracy drop. Nice. I should live the second eruption now. It's down below half. It's not even connecting, baby. All right, nice. That makes up for the crit. Whew. Okay. I go with Chew now. I hit protect. Oh, but with the Chew on the field, do I live? I still might live. I sure do hope so. We'll see. We will see. I'm gonna live because they're gonna miss again. So that's what we have to hope for here. Hits the protect. Does it miss? Yes! Gastrodon, baby. Muddy Water Part 2. Enjoy. And do I crit him there? Oh, another accuracy drop on the Oranguru. Gastrodon's working overtime today, folks. Holy. Amazing. Go for Instruct. Nice Instruct, loser. But it fails. All right. Now, what's left? I got 2 more turns of Trick Room. They have an Iron Bundle. What is Iron Bundle doing to my Fire Tera Gastrodon? I'll tell you, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to click Recover in front of its face and just go for the Dark Pulse onto the Oranguru. I'm not even worried. Okay, fine. I guess that's fair. Sure, whatever. Why would they protect on their last turn? Okay, they're just double protecting. At least I know my Recover was the right play. I'm still in a decent enough position, I think. Because it all comes back to the fact that that bundle can't touch my Gastrodon. Unless it goes for Encore, that would be a little bad. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam onto the Oranguru. I'm just going to fire off a Heat Wave. Oh, they go for a Blind Blizzard. Whoa, they're going for the freezes? Life Orb Chip. No freezes. Heat Wave's going to miss. I guess that's fair for all the drops that I had. And I'm going to go for an Ice Beam on... Okay, that wasn't what I was planning there, but hey, fine. Ice Beam. I mean, it was either Ice Beam or Muddy Water. They're both not great options. But I guess Muddy Water does give accuracy drops, but also is very inaccurate, so... I'll settle for a Dark Pulse just so I can't miss it. Second Blizzard now. Chew is so safe next to this Gastrodon. More Life Orb Chip. Here's a Dark Pulse now. I don't even think Iron Bundle takes that. GG, we're taking another game. HISUIAN Braviary didn't do anything. But let's be honest, HISUIAN Braviary ain't that great. Like, it's not a great Pokemon. I'm using it just because I haven't used it yet. But honestly, hey, 3 wins, 1 loss in today's video. I'm going to take it. I'm going to run with it. And I'm going to say, hey, oh well. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching all the way till the end of today's video. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to Bruno for making this team and giving us a HISUIAN Braviary team to try out here on the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Remember that Bruno has just started up some Pokemon content creation, is going hard on the YouTube stuff, so make sure to send us some Pokésports love from Kevin and check out some of his content. It has a lot of cool teams on the channel. Like, I know he had like a HISUIAN Avalugg team that I'm probably going to end up playing later on in the week. So if you're interested in seeing some weird stuff, go and watch that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Kevin, Pokésports. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.